Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Mark Shelfspace, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Deluxe figure Thanos. Stick around after the intro and let's check him out. Alright, welcome back. So as you see, Thanos comes in a standard deluxe figure box. Take a look at the side art. Here's the side art, looks pretty good. Thanos wielding his infinity gauntlet with all the stones. Take a look at the back. And here he is on the back, sitting in his throne, while Death watches over his shoulder. Pretty good looking artwork. Let's go ahead and break the figure out of the box. Alright, I just want to show you real quick too, inside the box, the cardboard backing is actually pretty neat artwork here of the throne of Thanos. So you got the galaxy around him on both sides here. That's kind of a neat insert. I recycle most of the cardboard stuff, but I might save this just to use for display purposes. It's neat. Alright, and before we get into the figure, I want to take a look at the couple accessories that he comes with. So the first is a King Thanos head. This head's pretty neat. It's definitely got Thanos showing his age. But you see the sculpted beard on him here. And the little soul patch he's got in the middle there. Wonder if he ever washes this thing. Anyways, you see the eyes in there. They've got that green glow to them. And then this crown on his head here. The top of the crown, the spikes here, they're pretty pliable. Not real stiff, but they do look like they stay in place for how they were molded on. He also comes with two gauntlet hands. The first of which is the snapping finger hand. That's pretty cool. Probably going to display him with this hand. But you see all the stones in there. And the snapping fingers. And then he comes with just another gauntlet hand here, but this one's just open. Not quite as cool as the snapping fingers. Alright, and here is Thanos. So if you can tell, he's definitely a pretty beefy figure. I like they bulked him up a little bit from the previous releases. Let's go ahead and take a look at him up close. Alright, up close, here's his face. I really like the face that they put on him here. Definitely a menacing face. Like I just destroyed the world. I think they captured that essence very well. Still got the prune likeness to him with the lines on the chin and the face there. You see he's got those light blue eyes. And he's been using the crest whiteners on his teeth because they are very white. So look at the crown here. You got the little wingtips above the eyes. And the pieces here to cover the ears. And the back of the head here. Then you got the top chest plate piece here. This is a pretty good piece of plastic. It's solid. I mean, it's you know, like it plies a little bit, but it is a nice solid piece. So it doesn't feel cheap like the Build-A-Figure, if I remember right. His piece was very loose. This piece is not loose. It's stuck on the figure, and I like that. It's going to stay in place. The paint on this figure, looking at the chest here, the lines are pretty straight in my opinion. I don't see any QC issues with those. And the blue is it's a nice blue, kind of like a dark water, crystal water blue, but I like it a lot. It pops really well with the gold on the figure. See his waistband here. This is also pretty well attached in place. I don't feel like, it's gonna be sliding around looking weird. I mean, it's stuck on the top of his hips here, so I like that. Take a look at his left hand here. Wearing his glove. Standard clenched fist. And the same for his right hand. He's a standard clenched fist. He looks okay like this, but I mean, he'll definitely look better with the snapping finger hand on his left there. See, look at the legs. I don't have a Juggernaut here readily available where I can pull it out. I think I stashed them away somewhere. But these legs and these boots, they look pretty similar to what I remember Juggernaut having. Just different color. But I think it's a good size for Thanos. It definitely makes him beefier and bulkier. And I like that a lot about the figure. Let's take a look at his articulation. So the head, no surprise here. Standard left to right, a little bit up and down motion. But it's kind of restricted there. Not a big deal. And the arms, they lift up at the shoulders. They only go so high, but that's okay because I don't think he's going to need to be going any higher than this. So you get the bicep swivels, the bends at the elbows here. Twist at the wrist, and the wrist does move back and forth. These joints are definitely kind of stiff. You can play with them a little bit to loosen them up. Not a big deal. Twists at the waist, and he bends at the torso. Can do a little bit of half splits here. More splits this way. Breaks at the top of the thighs, the knee joints, and the foot. Forward and backward, and you get your little pivots there. All in all, I think articulation is what you expect for this figure. Don't need him to do a lot of movement, just a little bit. But overall, he looks great. We'll do a little comparison here, side by side of this Thanos compared to the recent releases of other Thanos. All right, so here's the Deluxe Thanos in the middle. On the left side of the camera over here, you have the Build-A-Figure Thanos that was released, I think, back in 2014, so some years ago. And on the right, you've got the Walmart exclusive Thanos, which is essentially just a repaint of the Build-A-Figure. But both of those figures, you can see they're not quite as stocky, especially in the legs and the feet. The feet are slimmer. And even the head, it's kind of hard to tell on camera here, but the head does look a little bit smaller on the two previously released figures than on the deluxe figure here. Also, like I mentioned with these other two figures, this shoulder piece here, this was really loose and didn't like it. But on this Thanos, I mean, it's well attached, so that's definitely an improvement. And the beefier legs and feet are definitely an improvement as well. And if you're wondering how he scales with the Marvel Select version, so I picked the Select version up, a long time ago. And I still think that I like the Select version just because you can see it's even bigger than the Deluxe figure here. And I do like the heftiness of the Select version. Just being a little bit bigger, I think that makes Thanos look that much cooler. And you see on the left side of the camera here, you got the Death figure. That actually came with the Marvel Select version. You can see how it scales with the Deluxe Thanos figure here. Alright, so that's my review for the Deluxe Thanos figure from the Marvel Legends line. I definitely think he's an improvement over the two previously released versions of Thanos, in that, you know, he's bulkier, the shoulder piece stays on, and the face overall captures Thanos a lot better. Plus he comes with the Snap Fingers gauntlet. So if you guys like this review, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel if you would, I appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I got some more videos coming out here in the near future. Thanks.